What is happening, YouTube? So the Clippers went to Florida and we got two back-to-back losses. And pretty much the one with the Orlando Magic was just pretty embarrassing. We made a lot of very sloppy decisions. I mean, it was just more of a team in general, and it was just really poor decisions making. We were missing a lot of shots, and the Orlando Magic just came out with the win. Next game, it was just more of our real flaws that actual flaws just really happened like a critical flaw. It was just so many mismatch was taken, and we did turn the ball over back to back both of the games, and we did make more shots, but we still managed to lose against the Miami Heat. A lot of defensive mismatches happened as well too. So let's just get into these stats. It's a 2-for-1 this time, so it's gonna be a lot quicker. So I'm gonna be a lot quicker when I cover the stats. I got all these films to pretty much highlight our weaknesses. So let's get started. Batum, he's been doing good for these past two games. He was hustling pretty good, hitting some threes, playing good defense, got some rebounds, really high IQ play, and you will definitely see in the clips. Kawhi Leonard, he had a pretty off game. He was just getting his shots out of his system, but 14 points. Hopefully he's not washed. I don't think he's washed. It's just part of him just getting the rhythm out. I'm sure he's going to play. In Washington, he did not play. In Miami, so that's that. Zubac been doing pretty solid for the past two games in Florida, so that's that. Reggie Jackson, he did shoot really bad against the Orlando Magic, but he did better in offense. But his defense in both games were pretty bad, and he definitely turned the ball over a lot more in Miami. Paul George, he did really good in Miami, but back in Orlando, he just couldn't hit. 3 for 12, 2 for 6. And we noticed the bench unit changed. Robert Covington played 25 minutes last game, but he only played 7 minutes. Moses Brown, he got less minutes as well too. Moses did pretty solid for the Orlando Magic, although we would love to play Musa instead. No disrespect to Brown. I don't think Brown is all of a bad player. I feel like he's more than capable to be an NBA player, but obviously Musa would be better in most of the situations because Musa is more versatile all around, and he's more of the ultimate. He brings a lot of energy, but I don't dislike Ty Lue for playing Moses Brown occasionally because he does hustle a lot. He puts in a lot of effort. Rim protection improve, but obviously I would much rather have Musa as our backup because he's all of that and he's really versatile. Terrence Mann, dude, he got a concussion, and refs also made a lot of BS calls in the Orlando game. Should have at least been our possession, and we could have probably won the game. Terrence Mann, his shot got a lot better though, and he was 3 for 5, 19 points. Would have been helpful against Miami. Amir Coffey, he he was he and Boston swapped minutes because look at the minutes with Amir. Now look at with Boston Jr. I love that Boston Jr. is getting some runs. He plays just as a good defense as Amir Coffey, but he has more of an offensive upside. I feel Boston Jr. should be he should get the ball more in his hands because I feel like his shot creation is pretty nice and he's really good at drawing fouls and getting to the free throw lines. But anyways, Overall, it sucks that we have a two-game losing streak after the beautiful game against the Charlotte Hornets. We just turned the ball over too much, and especially for the Miami one, we just had a lot of mismatches. And pretty much, I usually don't do films, but just for this sake is just because it shows a lot of our weaknesses. So perfect timing to. So let's get it. So this is pretty much one of our issues with going small ball a little bit too much. Reggie Jackson. Now this is why some people would say Reggie Jackson, his defense was pretty poor. I felt like he could have definitely made an effort to contest it. And then Bam just got an easy dunk. If Musa was here, Bam would have definitely had some type of struggle. And also, let's see. Okay. I guess it wasn't really too much of Morris' fault because he is way back there, but he is more on the slower side of the spectrum. Like Bam just speed run it the heck out of Morris. If Musa, man, he would have boom, and then what a Musa should be playing. He had a 20 and 20 by the way. Obviously, it was more than that, but it was he definitely had a monster game. And then again, okay, I have an interesting critique for Ivica Zubac. Zubac, he's a pretty darn good center for us, but if there's one thing I would love Zubac to improve, I would like Zubac to try to play more zone rather than trying to guard too far out and rather than trying to chase the players too much. It'd be better if Zubac was more in the paint because that just led to a wide open dunk. Morris, I guess he was a tad bit too far out too. Paul George, he definitely was lagging as well too. And then just bam. So pretty much as a team, we played pretty sloppy defense, especially with Orlando. But I just specifically used Miami so the videos don't get too long, and it definitely highlighted our weakness a lot more. And then now this is the type of defense I love a lot better because at least you did what you could. Bam just scored, but Zubac just really contested it and made Bam work for it. Not too much you could do about that though. Alright, this is some positives though, and look how good Brandon Boston is. Made a really smart play. Slam it. Hero. He got baptized by BBJ. Future superstar. We're not trading this guy no matter what. I still stand by it. Any Clippers fans who want to trade Brandon Boston Jr., be sure to watch his tapes more, and you would definitely think twice before you do that. But with Boston, he definitely needs to get the ball more in his hands and just take more of the shots. I love when Boston Jr. he gets the opportunity. I would occasionally joke to Clipshay Gremlin that we would both joke to each other that we want Boston to shoot like 50 shots. We just want Boston to start just shoot the ball like there's flames on it. Just fire it. Alrighty. So this is another positive about Batum. Bam. So he definitely brought a lot of hustle in this game and playmaking. And then this is our big weakness is just mismatches in general. I'm not gonna fault Reggie too hard on this because yeah, Butler is 6'8", Reggie 6'2". Butler plays like a big man. Reggie, he's at best he plays like a guard. He's a guard obviously, and should have been Morris on Jimmy Butler. If Morris couldn't do that, I feel like Rocco should have been guarding Jimmy Butler. Although I feel like it's a combination of Butler's just hunting his opponents, hunting for mismatches. Sometimes I feel PG should do that a lot more because on games when Paul George just has off nights, he just he would get too passive and he would kind of like settle for some of a dumber shot, but pretty much he should kind of do what Butler does, take advantage of small plays and just as soon as when there's a mismatch, Paul George should at least definitely take the shot for sure. Another mismatch. That's just really good offense, and that's just because of size. But pretty much the takeaway, in my opinion, for both of the games is pretty much I'm just gonna highlight a lot of the cons, and then I'll just end up with the pro. So, and also just some key pointers. So the cons is obviously defense still needs to be in a lot of work, but at the same time it's still December, so that's a pro. But definitely try to work on the defense, be more like kind of like just guard your own type of player. Don't be trying to guard someone who's way bigger than you, especially with Reggie Jackson. Number two, when Zubac plays, have him play more around the rim, rather than too far out. Let's just say when Bam would just try to shoot the mid range, try to still have Zubac around, just more of the interior. So when one of the players is drive to the basket, Zubac would definitely be there, and that would not be an easy two. So and then number three, this goes for Reggie Jackson. Um, I will the catch and shoot Reggie Jackson is just built different. He's amazing when he does that. Reggie, I know you definitely bailed us out a lot, but try to definitely work on your layup selections because you've been smoking a lot of the layups. Just practice on your layups and all that. And then let's see. I mean, and also yeah, number five. Just I would definitely get the ball to Brandon Boston a lot. Have him take some more shots a good amount of times. Same with Kennard too, because both are really because Kennard's more efficient at shooting threes, and Boston Jr. is just a really insane good shot creator. And because either Boston would miss a shot, but he would at least go to the free throw line, and he's just more athletic and has the burst. Definitely play him a lot more, at least if not every game, at least every occasional games. At least this is a really good start. We love to see the Brandon Boston Jr. minutes. And then obviously play Musa Diabate. Two of these games we would have definitely won if Musa played. Let's just be simple. And that's just my key takeaways. Let me know what are your other takeaways in your opinion. Anything else that we definitely could do to just improve our team, or you think that I nailed it, or there's something else that I need to address. But anyways, it is a really rough back-to-back loss. However, thankfully, this is an NBA season, and this is not just one game and we're out. So this is a journey, not a road trip. But anyways, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll definitely get with y'all in the comment sections. As y'all know, take care and have a great night and stay safe.